Second down and 10. There's St. Brown. Head of steam. Touchdown, Detroit. Play action. End zone. There it is. Unbelievable. The two-point try is good. What else could it be?
Touching by number 68.
So the call is an illegal touch. Flag at the end of it. And now a flag on Parsons. This one's picked, but Parsons came across the neutral zone.
Defense, number 11. Moved into the neutral zone prior to the snap.
Goff gets rid of it. Incomplete. And now the Cowboys maintain their lead. What a game. Onside kick try is handled by the person that it should have been handled by.
Offense, 1:41 on the clock, no timeouts, lengthen the field, score, and go for two. We get it, and we get an L. I told the offense that we were going down, 1:41 left. We're going to go down and score, and then we're going to go for two and finish this game out. I told them that, and so that's what we were doing.
What was the explanation you got on the 2-point?
70 reported.
Did Decker report as well?
Yeah, the explanation was 70 reported.
Did Decker report?
Yes.
And do they need to announce that if both players report?
Two people can't report. I don't want to talk about it. I explain everything pregame to a T. Okay, I did that. 70 reported, 58 didn't, or 68 didn't. We threw it to 68. That was the explanation.
Just how frustrating is it to end the way it did? And what was any kind of explanation or you're seeing of how that 2-point play kind of ended up not counting?
Yeah, you know what I'll start with is we had plenty of opportunities, and it never comes down to one play, of course. And good 2-minute drive there, really good and tough at their place. You know, I think we had a minute 40, no timeouts, and we were able to move the ball pretty good and get down there, you get the touchdown, and you get the 2-point conversion. And yeah, it sucks. It's unfortunate, man. You feel like you won and you didn't.
What was your conversations with the officials there? You're trying to say something.
When?
After that first one, after the first 2-point play.
Pretty confused. What I do know, and I don't know if I'll get fined for this, but I do know that Decker reported. I do know that Dan Skipper did not. And I do know that they said that Dan Skipper did. It's unfortunate.
We can see on the video, it looks like you're telling Decker to go over.
Yep.
Report over. Is that what you were doing on that clip? Yeah.
Yep. And he did.
Does this game feel like it was taken from you in some ways? I mean, I know you said
No.
you have to make the plays, but
I don't, you know, we had plenty of plays to make and plenty of opportunities to win that game, and I thought our defense played their tails off, and we did better towards the end on offense, but just not quite enough, obviously. And again, still had chances to do it there on the next two conversions. You know, we had 2 more shots at it, didn't get either of them, and but yeah, it's unfortunate. It came down to what it did, and I don't think it was, you know, there was no, oh, the fix is in. There's not that. They just messed it up, and it happens, and it's part of the game, but unfortunately it happened on that play.
We just heard Dan Campbell explain 2 guys can't report. Forgive me, I don't know the rule book backwards and forwards. 2 guys are not cannot report as eligible in the same play, correct?
No. 2 eligible or ineligibles can report to play the opposite position that they need to. 2 is not the issue. The issue here tonight is, did Brad Allen recognize visually or verbally with number 68? I don't think he does. I think he sees 70 come off the line, off the sideline, follows him all the way in. I'm guessing that Brad Allen, based on his mannerisms, his eyes, where his hat is looking, he never recognized him.
This is something that they can't look at because it appears Allen just got it wrong.
Well, it's not reviewable. What you need to do in that situation when the game is on the line, remember the clock is stopped.
Right.
We just had 6 points. So now we're going to go for 2. There's no rush here. Take your time. Make sure that you know who's participating. They're going for 2. Will it be a run? Will it be a pass? It's the football IQ. Slow everything down. Make sure you have it correct. I don't think Decker, number 68, and Brad Allen ever connected.
But whose responsibility is that? If
That's on the player.
If Decker's standing in front of Allen and saying I'm reporting as eligible, but he's looking around and it's on Decker to make certain that has been communicated.
Absolutely. It is on the player. It's a unique play. It's a gadget play. You want to make sure that the referee definitely knows what position you're playing.
There's a lot going on, but as you say, the clock is stopped at this point, so there's no need to be in any rush for anyone, is there?
No. And of course, people are going to focus on, hey, he kind of brushed his jersey. That's a normal look. It is a normal look. But I think that we would want the player to get to him much stronger than he does in this case. Brad is not looking at number 68. He's looking at number 70. 68 also owns a little bit of this and recognizing, hey, Brad Allen's not looking at me. I need to make sure Brad knows.
I get it, but then if you don't have to be doing jumping jacks and jump around and say I'm eligible, because then you draw attention to the fact that you know what I'm saying? I get it.
Right.
But it would, I don't know. I'm sure it's loud and it's fog of war and all that stuff, but
what just happened in the last few seconds in this Detroit Lions Dallas Cowboys game, 20-19. One thing these Detroit Lions didn't do is give up. They had to redo that 2-point conversion 3 times and could not execute to get those points on the board. They fall by 1, and they also fall to 4-1 in primetime games on the road as well. Lomas, what is your first reaction after this one?
Danny, this is heartbreaking. It really is, because the game was right there for us to take. And you know what hurts me the most? When it's out of your control and other people, I don't want to get in trouble, but other people take control of the game and really kind of cause you to lose the game. It's so unfair to those guys that fight for 60 minutes out on that field for it to be taken away the way it was taken away. I'm just disgusted right now. I really am.
But take us through the illegal touching call you saw, Lomas.
So, Danny, again, as a lineman, if you're going to be at a receiving position, you have to come in and you have to report to the referees. Normally, Danny, you just come in and you just show them like this. You don't really have to say anything to them. Referee sees it. He makes the announcement. For some reason, and I seen it on film, for some reason, Taylor was standing there and the refs just never acknowledged him. And I just don't understand that. It's almost like the wide receivers when they line up off sides, when they point at the referee to let them know. So it's just mind-boggling, some of the calls that we continue to get that go against us. It just ain't fair sometimes.